welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Tropical Depression 9E, which currently has maximum sustained winds of 30 miles an hour, minimum session pressure of 1,008 millibars, and is moving west at 5 miles an hour. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's get right on into it. So let's start off here with the warnings and cone for this storm. And you can see here that this storm is going to slowly start to turn toward the northwest and intensify into a tropical storm. Earliest estimates is around Monday. Now this storm will continue to sustain tropical storm force winds through the end of the cone on Thursday. But at that point you start to get toward 15 degrees north. Things do get cooler in the East Pacific around there. So you do have to start seeing this weaken after that point, unless it does come back below that line. But around the time of winds, with wind speed probabilities turned on, let's take a look. So we don't have the highest probabilities of tropical storm force winds. Highest probability here is in that 30 to 40% chance from Sunday at 2 a.m. to Tuesday at 8 a.m. So the probability of this becoming a tropical storm is greatest when this is the widest, which is between Sunday at 8 p.m. and Monday at 8 p.m. So there's our time frame for this to strengthen into a tropical storm, at least right now. So let's take a look at Tropical Depression 9E on satellite imagery, and you can see the center of rotation is right here in this broader area of low pressure. For this to strengthen into a tropical storm, we need organization. We have had this message here poorly organized. This was at 2 a.m. Pacific Daylight. Disorganized depression dawdling westward. That was at 8 a.m. Pacific. And poorly disorganized depression wobbling westward, and that was at 11 a.m. Hawaiian. So things really just have to start getting it together here in order for this to become a tropical storm. You need to see some more convection with the thunderstorms around the center of the storm. Right now we just have some areas that have more storminess than others, but overall it is very light on the thunderstorm side of things, and the overall spin of everything is kind of tightly wrapped right in here, but the entire area of low pressure is elongated, basically an ellipse. So if this thing doesn't get together soon, Hilda will take this over and eat up all that moisture. So current storm information, global and hurricane models. So most models showing that general drift toward the northwest, getting even close to 20 degrees north. Some models have it going all the way up to 25 degrees north, and some have it bearing off and staying right around that 15 degrees north mark. Now for the GFS ensembles, you can see that things start to march toward that 20 degrees north line, but we have some of these spaghetti strands, as I like to call them, heading all the way up to 30 degrees north. So there is a point here right around, I would say, 60 hours where we could see this storm bear to the north. Now if Hilda is taking a similar track to this jump here could be because those two storms are interacting with each other, and Hilda, being the stronger storm, would start to be a gravitational kind of a pull, like an orbit. So I kind of relate it to like the Earth revolves around the sun, so the weaker storm would revolve around the larger storm. So that is Hilda, the stronger storm. So 9E would revolve around Hilda before it eventually gets engulfed into the storm. So GEPS ensembles really taking this right into Hawaii here, so kind of a gradual movement to the northwest, and it does have this kind of bellying around Hawaii, but the impacts will be felt, especially if this does get to a stronger tropical storm. Speaking of which, here is the intensity guidance. Now, there's a lot of variety here. We have a couple of models showing strong tropical storm, even very weak Category 1 hurricane. But we also have models that show this becoming nothing, just a tropical depression throughout its entire lifespan. So we have a range of about 30 knots to 65 knots, and that range is a little wide to really make any conclusive guess of how this will intensify over that period of time. So here is the European ensemble, and it does take it close to Hawaii. Just a thing to watch here. If this does go toward Hawaii, you could see those impacts. But the European ensemble is usually a lot shorter, so we could be seeing just part of the picture here, and this median line here could bear away from Hawaii as well. We just don't have enough information at this point. So here is the HWRF model, and we're just going to be tracking this storm. So really, it doesn't start to get organized here till right around Monday at 2 a.m. Eastern, and eventually it does start to strengthen a little bit, peaking out right around the low 990s in terms of millibars, maybe even here in the 980s. But at this point, we're getting into Wednesday, Thursday, and I do not believe that this is one of the most common paths, having this right at 15 degrees north. But eventually, this does just kind of stay going straight west, and 15 degrees north is still in the picture here. So this is just one way to look at things. We could also see this bear very far to the north, all the way up to 20 degrees north, 25, 30, and at that point, you know, intensity kind of goes with that that degree. So the further the storm goes north, the weaker it's going to be. So what do you think is going to happen with this storm? Comment in the comment section down below. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.